We'll get started. If those of you at home, if you have one of these little balls, that would be very helpful today. But you could use a like a small hand towel or something like that too. Just something that gives you a little something to push into. So we might try it today. Be fun. So you guys may know this term, but the other day Connor used it on Mike because he was, kind of complaining about something that I had made for dinner. And Connor was like, "You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, Connor." It's so perfect, but it's a good saying for all of us, because a lot of times we look at maybe things or experiences that other people are having and we, are a little jealous and then we forget about all the things that we really do have and who we are. And so it's important. And like with the weather in Iowa, gosh, we've been having gorgeous weather lately. But sometimes you have to say, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit because it's not always like this. So think about that. Close your eyes and turn inward to your breath. And as you breathe in, feel your spine lengthen a little bit. Don't stiffen it. Just feel like you're nice and tall and open for whatever comes today. And then because we need to recognize those things and people and experiences that are good in our lives, just think of a few things that you're grateful for. And then please bring hands to heart center. I believe when you take the time to recognize and acknowledge the things that you do get, you're much more likely to notice the grace that surrounds you, guides you. And please go open your eyes, lower your hands. We're just gonna start by stretching up. Put your arms up. Feel that nice long spine again. And bring your right hand to the middle of your shoulder blades if you can reach that far. Left hand to your elbow. Just gonna spend a little time warming up our shoulders and then arc to your left. It kind of intensifies that stretch and come on up. Stretch both arms to switch. Left hand to the middle, right hand to the elbow, and arc to your right. Coming back to center. Stretch the arms up, interlace your fingers, stretch the palms up, and just go right and left a few times. Just getting grounded through your sits bones. Good. And then undo your hands and twist to your right. Just bring your hands down. If I forgot to mention it, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. We're doing core today. Stretch your arms up and around to the other side. It'll be good, I promise. And then coming back to center. Just come to all fours and work through some cow and cat. Just and then sit back to a child's pose, stretching your feet long, arms stay outstretched. Then make your way to a downward facing dog. All of us cracking. And walk your dogs out. Press through your fingertips. You're not dumping into your wrists. And please extend your right leg. Noticing the stretch in your left hamstrings, calf. And bring it down to switch. Left leg extends up. And bring the foot down. And slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. And your first forward fold. Just take a moment there. Check in. And then very slowly stacking one vertebra at a time on top of the other, roll up to standing. Stretch your arms up. And then turn your palms out and bring them around to the back. Try and keep the rib cage towards each other and interlace back there. If that works for you, you could just do this if it doesn't. And then again, slowly fold forward. Let the arms come with you over the top. And then touching down and doing the hands, walk back out to downward dog. And come forward to a plank pose. And trying to just stay strong here. You're going to bend your right knee towards your nose and extend it back to extended down dog with that leg up in the air. And then do that again. Inhale, round, knee to nose. And then extend it back. One-legged down dog. One more time, round and hold the knee towards your nose. Hug your heel closer. And extend it back. Bring the foot down. Come forward to plank. Left knee round, knee to nose. Extend it back. Again, knee to nose, rounding. Extend it back. Last time, knee to nose, hold it there, hug the heel closer. And extend it back. And bring the foot down. Lower your knees. Your hands should be slightly in front of your shoulders. Swivel just your right foot so the knee stays down, and extend the left leg for a side plank. And then you're just gonna draw that left arm down and underneath the right. So you're kind of rounding and kind of thread the needle type, and then extend it back up. And do that 2 more times. Really noticing those side muscles. Good, and come down. All fours to switch. So left foot swivels, right leg extends, stand up, and then 3 times. Just thread underneath a little bit, wherever it feels like you want to go. And then make your way back to all fours. Now bring the hands right under the shoulders. Extend your right leg. Flex and point a few times. And then keep the toes pointing. Make sure your core is strong. Add the left arm. You can pulse the right leg up and down a few times if you'd like, if that helps you keep a long back of neck, long spine. Good. And bring the hand down, bring the knee down, and switch left leg. And start by pointing and flexing. Left hip is the same height as your right. And then hold, add the right arm. Little pulses if you'd like. And release. And make your way back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, come to a plank. And exhale, lower to the mat. Stretch your arms by your hips. Nice long back of neck as you lift head and shoulders and arms. And maybe legs. Maybe interlace your fingers if that's available. Good. One more breath. And release down. And go ahead and push back to child's pose. This time, just stack your hands under your forehead. And coming back up to all fours. Have your ball handy so you can reach it as you come down to your back. I did this class and another one yesterday. My abs are a little sore this morning. So with your ball just beside you, you don't need it yet. You're just gonna bring your feet up so that you're in tabletop. So knees are above hips, flex the feet. Notice a little curve in the low back. You're just going for a long spine right now. Hands to your thighs, press away and up a little bit, and just notice like a girdle effect. A squeeze all around your core, a lengthening in your spine. Check in with all those muscles. Good. And then hug your knees in. Notice how the low back presses to the mat now. You're not forcing it. It just happens when you hug your knees in. Good. Now, grab your ball. Bring your legs back to tabletop and just hold the ball with your right hand and bring it against your right knee. So you're just going to hug the hand and the knee towards each other and hold that. Your left hand is just kind of by your hip. Flex your feet. Now think, I'm going to press my low back down and lift my head and shoulders and lower back down. 2, lift and lower. 3, press and lower. 4, 5. Good. Now this time add an extension of the left leg if you want. And lower. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold and release. Hug your knees in and bring the ball on your shins. And now bring the ball between your knees, hands by your hips. Bring the feet back to tabletop. Flex the feet. So squeeze the ball. Think you're pressing the low back down a little bit. You're just going to straighten and bend the legs. Go very slow. It's like you're moving through quicksand. 3, 4, 5. And then this time, add the head and shoulder lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, and release back down. Bring your feet to the mat. Feet are hip distance. Just to wake up the inner thigh. Now the low back is not pressing down. You just have a long spine and just squeeze the ball. 2, 3, release, 2, 3. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. One more, squeeze and release. Now, just the right knee squeezes, the left leg stays strong for 5. Squeeze the right knee in, resist with the left. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Switch sides. Left knee squeezes in for count of 3 and release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, 2, 3, release. 4, 2, 3, release. And last one, 5, 2, 3, release. Good. Bring your feet back up to tabletop. Flex the feet, interlace your hands above you. Okay, now we're going to work on those side muscles again. So you're going to lift head and shoulders, and as you do, bring your knuckles towards your left hip and release. Try and get the right shoulder up and the left shoulder up, 2, and release. Squeeze the ball. 4, press that low back down. 5, we're going to go for 10. 6, 7, 9, and 10. Good. Relax. You can move the ball for a second if you want. Maybe just let your knees fall together. And then maybe bring the soles of the feet together, knees open wide, just to relax those muscles for a moment. And then, because we have another side, insert the ball between your knees. Legs to tabletop again. Flex the feet. Interlace your hands. And 10 times you're going to try and press your low back down as you lift. Bring your left shoulder up and lower. 10 times. Squeeze the ball. That was 10 for me. Hold for a moment and relax down. Whew. Move the ball. Set it off to the side. And roll to the side. Come on up to all fours again. And just stretching out those core muscles. Do a few cow and cat. And then if you'd like blocks, go ahead and bring them under your hands. And come on up to downward facing dog on the blocks. Extend the right leg and step it through to a deep lunge. A different position, right? Feels kind of nice. Lower the back knee, hands to the front thigh. Again, just feeling a big stretch. Stretch up to Anjane Asana. And touch down. You can use your blocks if you want to stretch back to runner's lunge. Lining up, heel, knee, sits bone on both sides. Draw that leg into the socket. And maybe point the toes. And fold if you feel like you want a little more. And bend back into the front knee. Lift to deep lunge and downward facing dog. Let's get that on the other side. Left leg extends, step it through. Deep lunge. Take a moment to feel the stretch and lowering the back knee. Hug to the midline, hands to the front thigh. Just stretching out all those muscles again. Stretch your arms up. Anjane Asana. One more breath. And touching down, stretching back, runner's lunge. Stretching the toes, folding deeper if you'd like. Bending back into the front knee, lift the back knee, downward facing dog. Then the right leg, step it to the outside of the block. Lower the back knee again. Take a minute. Just the right leg's off to the side. Everything else is lined up straight. Maybe lower to the elbows or even to the floor if it's better for you. Kneecap and toes point the same direction on that right leg. Humble pose. And come on back up. Lift the back knee, step back, downward dog. Extend the left leg and step it to the outside of the block. Lower the back knee when you're ready. Everything's aligned. Maybe lower the elbows. If that's good for you, you can stay up. And then come on up. Curl the toes, step back, downward facing dog. And step your feet up to your hands. Come to a forward fold there. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Step back away from your blocks and grab your ball again. We're going to try this. I think it feels kind of fun, but so hold the ball in your right hand. Your left hand can just help you balance. You're going to stand on that left foot and bring your right knee up. And then just bring the ball on the knee and press down a little bit and resist. Maybe extend the left arm if you're feeling stable. And release. Isn't that cool? It's like you balance out there. Switch sides. Press down, resist. Maybe extend up. And release. Isn't that cool? I know, I know. Because you really have to keep the hips squared up and stuff. Yeah. So now step up between your blocks again. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam and fold. I was just playing around with that ball and discovered that. Left foot steps back. Deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Stretch up. Anjaneyasana. Hands to heart center. Twist to your right. Elbow to the knee. Gotta feel those muscles again. Lengthen them back out this time. If you're feeling strong, you can lift the back knee. One more breath. And unwind. Touch down. Deep lunge, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Lift just your right leg up an inch or two in plank. Feel your core. Good. Lower the foot. Just your left foot up. Hold. Good. Push back downward. One-legged downward dog. And step that foot through deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Stretch up Anjane Asana. Hands to heart center. Twist to your left, elbow to the knee, if possible. Lifting the back knee if that feels stable for you. Touch down and step forward, forward fold. Bring your blocks to the lower height. And if you don't want to use it, we're going to Vasisthasana. So if you don't want to use them, you don't have to, too. I want you to feel stable. And step back to a downward facing dog. Making sure your feet are hip distance. Swivel both heels to the right. Make sure your right hand's in front of your right shoulder. Come to side plank. Yeah. Good. Now, just like we did at the beginning, maybe thread your left arm underneath your right a bit and extend back up. 2 more times if you can. Really tapping into your core. Good. And touch down. Turn the heels up. Take a child's pose. You guys did great with that. Couple breaths. And we'll go to the other side. So downward facing dog. I like the blocks because then it makes you feel a little higher, but don't have to, right? Swivel both heels to the left, finding your side plank pose, Vasisthasana. And then 3 times, just thread the right arm under. Really feel the strength in your back as you do this. And if it doesn't work for you to thread, it's okay. Just hold side plank. And touch down, downward facing dog. Walk it out. And go ahead and lower your knees. You can set your blocks off to the side. That was your peak pose, girls. Come on down to your back. Not your back, your butt. And stretch your legs wide. If it'd be better for you to turn and face each other so that your heels are still on the mat, you can do that. And then possibly inner spiral. Get your spine nice and tall. Close your eyes. Good. Now open your eyes. Just bring your left hand to the middle, your right hand to the outside of your right leg. And just notice as you twist to face that leg, does the leg want to turn out? Just resist that. Let's get a little stretch on that side body. And then maybe hand to the outside of the shin, the ankle, or the foot. Keep a nice long side body on both sides. And come on up. Both hands behind you so you feel the length first. And then bring the right hand to the inside, left hand to the outside. Face that outstretched leg. Resist, allowing the leg to turn out. And then fold. Coming on up. Bring both hands behind you and bring your legs closer together. And just bending your right knee. Bring the ankle across the thigh. Just sit high. If you want to, you can walk your hands forward. Just feel that hip stretch. And then coming back up, just turn the knee up and ground the foot down. Interlace and lengthen up and then twist towards that top knee. And maybe turn your head back, look over your left shoulder, stretch out your neck. And come on back to center. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Let's switch sides. Hinge the knee, bring the ankle across. Just open that hip up a little bit. We did not a lot of hip openers, so if you want more, you can fold forward a little bit. And then coming back up, turn the knee up, ground the foot down, interlace. You can lengthen up and then twist to your left. And maybe turn your head back to the right. That felt good on the other side. Unwind. Stretch both legs straight. And just kind of point and flex your feet. And then fold forward, Paschimottanasana. And coming on up, bring the soles of your feet together. Reach forward. You decide where you want your hands. I always support my ankles because they're so weak, but use your strong core to just kind of challenge. Your core is what opens the knees. And bringing the knees back up. Go ahead and transition to your backs. And just bringing your feet wide. Engage a few windshield wipers for both knees. Point the same direction with your feet apart. Feel, I feel it in my core more than I do my hips today. Just kind of stretches out your low back and your hips. Good. And then when both knees are up, bring the feet up towards the ceiling with the knees bent. So your knees are kind of towards your armpits. Reach your hands up between the knees and then reach the forearms in front so you can grab the ankle or the little toe side for a happy baby pose. Here, I want you to notice your low back has a tendency to press down. I want you to see if you can just lengthen your spine and get your tailbone to come back down. Then you press your feet into your hands, resist with your hands. Feel a nice stretch. Maybe straighten the legs out to the side if you'd like. You can roll back and forth if you'd like, whatever feels good. Bringing the knees back up, release the feet to the mat and interlace behind the right thigh. Possibly straighten both legs. Flex and point. Make a big circle. Now this is a bit deeper. Bend that right knee. Right elbow comes to the inside of the knee. Reach up for half happy baby. So left arm comes to the side. You can just play there for a moment, just thinking left leg has to stay strong and down. Good. And then release that foot, switch. So interlace behind the left thigh. Make a big circle. Just your toes. Right leg stays down. Bend the left knee. Left elbow's on the inside of the knee. Right arm out to the side. Half happy baby. A really deep, deep stretch. Now you can really feel the curve in your low back if your right leg's staying down. Good. And then release and stretch out for Shavasana. Unless you feel a need to do any other poses, you can do legs up the wall first if you want. And then use your breath to help you into a deep relaxation. As you continue to relax, I just wanted to share a blessing with you from Julia Cameron's Book of Blessings. I count myself lucky to have the opportunities which surround me for intellectual fulfillment. I count with delight the ways in which my life is enriched by the resources which are at hand. Rather than focus on what is lacking, I choose today to enumerate the things which do interest and delight me. I count the areas in which I have abundant resources. I am grateful for the diversity of my friends and my community, choosing to see that I can play an increasingly accurate role in my own self-nurturance. I've recognized the many as yet untapped arenas for self-enrichment with which I am supplied. It's a matter of perception whether I choose to view my life as half-filled and able to be ever more abundant, or half-empty and ever more disappointing. Recognizing that the choice is mine, I turn my focus toward the ways in which I can deepen and expand my mind and my spirit. My mind is blessed by the food of my intellectual interests. Focusing back in on your breath. Take a few moments to really enjoy the feeling of breathing, feeling of being in your body. And please start to move in small ways, slowly making your way back to seated. Please bring hands to heart center. I'm so lucky to have you guys in my life. Namaste. Thanks for not throwing a fit. Walls are kind of fun, aren't they?